All right, coming up next, it's a featherweight matchup between Ricardo Lamas and Myles Jury. He is a lifelong martial artist and the founder of Jury Jiu-Jitsu. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, Myles Fury Jury making the walk yet again. Realized a lot of success at a very young age. He came off The Ultimate Fighter Live, started his MMA career 15-0, dealt with a little adversity, dropped down to the featherweight division where he has since done some of his best work. Big win recently over Mike De La Torre, and Myles Jury, well-rounded guy continuing to put it all together, finds himself in yet another big spot tonight.
This guy is taking shots to the jaw that would put many fighters unconscious and pressed forward as if nothing happened. His chin is legendary.
So here is Ricardo Lamas entrenched in the top 5 as usual, Joe, and really a guy who is starting to be appreciated for everything he brings to the table. This is a plus athlete, freestyle fighter, very explosive, power in both hands. Takedowns seem to be there when he goes to that weapon as well, and if you give him an opportunity, this man has the finishing instincts to get you out of there in a blink. This is as dominant a finisher, I think, as there is in this featherweight division.
Ricardo, the Bully Lamas, is one of the best in the world at featherweight. His ruthless attacks, his devastating knockout power, and vicious ground and pound make him a feared fighter in the featherweight division.
Our tale of the tape now for this featherweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Myles Fury Jury! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 19 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Ricardo the Bully Lamas! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Are you ready?
Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. All right, ready to go here. Round 1. The Bully Ricardo Lamas has been dominant in the UFC when he lands a takedown. We'll see if he shoots here early. The jiu-jitsu black belt Ricardo Lamas in another big one tonight. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. And he lands a nice kick. All right, first round is underway. You better watch out for the overhands. They will come early. They will come often here tonight. And even when you do your homework, it doesn't mean you can stop it. We'll see if he can get off to a good start here tonight.
Finish with the kick. He's gonna pop the jab.
Oh, he lands a huge kick to the body, Joe.
Oh, very nice.
Protect your face. Move, move, move. Protect your face. Take some shots.
Straight right hand, no good. Effective punch there by Lamas. Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's going to have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Got to get his head off the center line.
Oh, nice.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Keep your hands up.
Well, it's one thing to have length. It's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Jury.
Take down.
Wind it up on the right there to no avail.
There you go. Good shot. Good shot. Work your ones and twos. Kicks, kicks, kicks. Here comes the
And he's looking for that left.
kicks. Keep your movement.
2 minutes to go here in round 1.
Nice shot. Great exchanges.
Oh, double jab there by Lamas.
Keep doing it again. Do it again. Come on, bud. Let's get those
Steps
hands.
forward with his right leg. Now he's in southpaw.
Goes for a single.
Takedown, score some points.
He might get a finish here.
Let's go. Get out of there.
He's free. That guillotine was close.
Push him away.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
On elbow.
And he's trying to pass.
Get on hip. Push him off. Stay focused.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Mount this guy. Scramble.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
Then get the full mount.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Trying to take the back here.
Take it back. 10 seconds. Finish. 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds.
Second round, straight ahead.
But really more of a feeling out round than anything.
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle your striking. Listen to me. You're going to land that right hand in this round. Just keep.
Here's a big leg kick. Here's a nasty kick to the body. Beautiful submission attempt here, but right at the end, he slips out.
Brittany Palmer doing her thing as usual.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, second round underway. All right, so here we go. Second round is underway. Pretty good first round, Joe. Crowd seemed to like it. Not the greatest round you'll ever see, but good high-level action on both sides. Both fighters had their moments. We'll see, though, here in round two, if there is less of a feeling-out process and more of an uptick in the aggression here. Round two underway. Now he goes for the single leg. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
His guillotine is nasty. He got it, he got it.
Will do it.
Nicely done. He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near-perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 57 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out, Miles Fury Jury.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission. And candidly, Joe, I'm not sure this night could have gone any better. He did have some doubters coming in. He said, I got to mute those naysayers. And they're not going to keep quiet unless I can actually get this guy out of there. So mission accomplished. No judges necessary tonight. He gets the submission. And now all that's left is to celebrate with his coaches and training partners. What a moment for this oncoming fighter here tonight. up next, a UFC lightweight division bout. Oh, is it great to see this guy make the walk here tonight. Really as accomplished a striker as we've seen come into the UFC in years. And no surprise, he'll be interested in keeping the fight standing tonight. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic. If the takedown defense holds up, figures to have a pronounced advantage on the feet.
This guy has one-punch knockout power. And when a fighter has that kind of ability, it's always a big advantage.
Well, the crowd pops as this guy makes the walk to the octagon, and you can see why if you've watched film on him. This is a true mixed martial artist, plus skills in all areas, and figures to be a handful, really, for anybody in this division. Probably comfortable tonight anywhere the fight goes. Truly a well-rounded MMA fighter. You know, we trot that term out there a lot. This guy fits the bill.
This guy has nasty chokes. His ability to cinch up a choke and finish it from any position is truly elite.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Doncaster, England, Mark Bone Crusher Diakese. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Alexander the Great Hernandez. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
Are you ready? Let's go, come on!
Here we go. This is what we
Oh, wow, Joe. Head kick lands flush. Oh, straight right.
Boom! Shin to the dome. Oh! What a leg kick!
Switching stances here. Nice punch by Diakese.
And the kick lands.
And he connects there.
Slightly deflected.
Well, he got his head snapped back there, Joe. The straight punch lands flush to the head. And again, he's just not doing things defensively that you want to see. Move that upper body. Get that head off the center line. Right now, he's just leaning right into his opponent's range.
There's a nice left hand.
Calm down. Check your face. Let's start all over again.
Oh, he's mixing it up well. There's a ground and pound elbow to the body.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Stay with the game plan.
He lands a big shot from the bottom.
We march on, 3 minutes to go.
Big punches. Oh, beautiful leg kick.
Diakese's cut above the eye here, Joe. Let's see how he deals with this adversity.
Beautiful jab. Beautiful jab. Sharp timing. That one hurt.
Another takedown attempt here.
Oh, man. There we go. North-south position. working from the mounted crucifix.
Push him up.
Side control again.
Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round.
Side control.
Excellent movement here on the ground. He's putting himself into a position to isolate an arm. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Throw the leg over the face. Break the grip. Stunning.
And there it is.
Stunning, and he really made it look easy. An excellent job in setting up the armbar and getting the tap.
Well, yeah, you can't argue with that result here tonight. He was committed to that armbar, Joe. You saw him attempt it at varying points of the fight, but he really worked hard in the transition there and was able to lock down the body and force the tap shortly thereafter.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Alexander the Great Hernandez.
Well, at this point, all that is left is the celebration, and it's nice to see this fighter sharing a moment with his coaches and training partners after the big submission win here tonight. He had no shortage of naysayers coming in. A lot of people said he couldn't come in here and submit a foe of this quality. Well, that should mute the masses a little bit. That should set him up for a big fight moving forward. Tonight, though, as I mentioned, all about the celebration, and it is on in the corner. Coming up next, it is a heavyweight collision between Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa and Tim Johnson. You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you got to think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
Representing Western Sydney in New South Wales, here is the Australian heavyweight contender, Tai Tuivasa. Talented southpaw on the feet, and he draws rave reviews for his ability to turn it on fight night. Not necessarily a killer in the gym, but when the lights shine the brightest, Tai Tuivasa's performances have followed suit. Another high-profile spot for Tuivasa here tonight. Let's see if he can keep that trend going.
This fighter has an iron jaw. I have seen him take shots on the chin and not be affected, shots that would knock a lesser man completely unconscious.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Fargo, North Dakota, USA, Timothy Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, the wait is over. We are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Well, his flying knee knockout of Rashad Coulter in his UFC debut is always going to be hard to top, but increasingly Tai Tuivasa has been doing just that. The knockout victims continue to pile up, and I know we talk a lot about Tuivasa outside the octagon, fun guy to party with. He is all of that, but this is a scary, scary heavyweight contender once that octagon door closes. Oh, nice punch there by Tai Tuivasa. All right, the first round is underway here. You got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches, can do damage from both sides. And even when fighters know what's coming, oftentimes they are unable to stop it.
Get that underhook. Elbow, knees, right up the middle.
And he's in the Muay Thai clinch.
Tuivasa's got the Thai clinch. Let's see what he can do with it. And they separate.
Wow! This could be it!
He's rocked. Finish this. He's hurt. Breathe.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
Down. It's okay. You're okay.
Just misses with the jab there.
Top floor is going down to the bed.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own. Nice punch by Johnson.
Exactly like that.
Oh, slips to avoid the right. Nice punch by Johnson. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Hey, protect your face. Protect your face. Hands up.
Johnson's kick to the body, that one blocked.
This is your fight. You set the pace.
Man, Joe, he continues to leave that head open. His opponent's got to be salivating at this point in time. That jab has been there all night. You got to get that head off the center line. Effective strike there by Tai Tuivasa.
He transitions to the tie clinch. He's got the plum here.
Stay busy in there.
Double underhooks in the clinch here, Joe. And there comes the separation now. Johnson's lower jaw.
Oh, good tap. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him.
He's got him hurt here.
Beautiful body shot there, too.
Whoa!
Circle out of there. Calm down. He's hurt. Finish him. Finish him. Half a minute to go in the round. Let's go. Stay on him.
Showing the punch.
Another one.
Oh!
Tai Tuivasa gets in the clinch.
10 seconds remaining. You gotta do it.
Got the over-under here. Works the double underhooks here.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Great job out there. Let's relax. Excellent work. All those rounds on the pads in the gym have paid off. Now we're going to continue. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Here's a look at some of the action here. Here's a big punch that results in a knockdown. Let's look at that again from another angle. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
Brittany Palmer is here as well.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
Look for him to go on the attack early in this round to try to pick up where he left off in the last round. His opponent was dazed and in big trouble when that round ended.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh! This could be it right here.
Man! Total strikes.
Yes, sir.
How about that chin?
Keep doing it again. Do it again.
Oh! Oh, he's getting hit.
Finish it.
Hard straight punch.
He's hurt. I want you to finish him now. He's hurt. I want you to finish him.
Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet, he has been unable to string together any solid combinations, and that has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see if he can change up the tempo a little bit with his strikes and try to put together a combination that is more damaging to his opponent. Right hook to the head blocked.
Nice shot. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, he's got a strong jab. Missed with it there, though, Joe.
Protect yourself. Watch the kick.
Slips.
Move.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. That shot blocked by Johnson. Trying to establish that jab once again.
That's it.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
Beautiful right leg kick there.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. Ooh, blocks the shot.
Wow. He's hurt him.
Finish him. Finish him.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Left, right, finish him. Keep your head.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Tries to move to half guard, but can't.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Johnson. Pretty good elbow there to the body by Tuivasa.
Really missed with that right hand.
Oh, you gotta like that leg kick, Joe.
Good shot. Good shot. Work your ones and twos.
He blocks the punch. Try to establish that jab.
You're okay. You're okay.
Oh! Man, has his chin been tested early.
Big
body shot.
to the body. He's looking to pass. Man, what a round, what a round.
Hey, stop.
All right, take a deep breath and relax. I want you to look for the finish this round. We have to put the pressure on this guy. Move forward behind head movement. Keep your jab nice and long.
Excellent strike here, lands on target. Here's a devastating kick that results in a knockdown.
Ariane Celeste doing work as usual.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Last round, let's finish him.
Oh! He is in deep danger right now. Deep danger.
You're done. Finish him.
Oh! Oh, he's out. He's out.
Whoa!
Huge uppercut for the win.
Yeah, Joe, just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout.
Let's see that again from another angle. Watch this again here. Bang.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 21 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout tie, Bam Bam Tuivasa.
So the heavyweight contender Tai Tuivasa continues to work his way up the ladder as we congratulate Tuivasa on another big win here tonight. And this is a guy who many people envision as a future UFC heavyweight champion. Those on that side of the argument certainly getting a nice boost by this performance here tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Well, what a pop from the crowd as this guy makes the walk. Such a well-rounded fighter, and you got to think when the opponent breaks him down on film, not a lot of weaknesses jump out of the video. This is a true mixed martial artist. May not stand out in any one area, but plus skills across the board. Probably comfortable just about anywhere this fight goes tonight.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He can do it all. If the fight takes place standing or on the ground, he's going to be comfortable in all areas of the game.
Dude, how about the hand speed on this guy? Certainly good fighters feel like they can beat speed with timing and precision, but it's hard to get a beat on this guy, and with the punches and bunches and the combinations which keep on coming, a lot of guys are going to succumb to that accumulation of punches. He's got the power to go with the speed. This guy, a five-tool player on the feet, but the hand speed certainly is what jumps off the film.
This guy has some of the best takedown defense we've ever seen inside the octagon. His timing and his utilization of underhooks and sprawl are world-class.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. 4 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Cesar Mutate Pereira. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of New York, David Branch. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata.
You ready? You ready?
All right, ready for live action here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in the fight capital of the world.
Nice kick to the body.
Lands a glancing right hand upstairs.
Left kick to the body.
Oh, and he connects there.
Welcome to the jungle.
Oh!
He hurt him with that punch from the clinch. Big punches here. Nice takedown. Tries to pass, but doesn't make it. He's got a choke here. He's inside control here, and he wants to get a Darce choke from the bottom. What he wants to do here is rotate his body, scoot his hips out, slide his arm underneath his opponent's neck, clasp his hand behind.
And there it is!
Great job in establishing that submission.
Well, yeah, Joe, that was fun while it lasted. He told us he wanted to be at his most efficient here tonight. He certainly didn't waste a lot of time. He knew he wanted to get the fight to the ground. He gets the early takedown, and the submission follows shortly thereafter.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 31 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Cesar Mutate Pereira!
Well, the celebration is on in the corner after the big submission win here tonight. He told us during fight week that he needed to prioritize a finish here. Decisions were not going to be enough to take his career where he wants to take it, and expeditiously. So, gets the submission tonight. Now the celebration is on. There got to be few things in all of pro sports as satisfying than to be able to celebrate a UFC win with your coaches and training partners. And thankfully for this young man, now that is all that is left to do. All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Eric Silva and Dong Hyun Kim. So here's the stun gun, Dong Hyun Kim. This is a man who put South Korea on the UFC map. Very talented southpaw, well-rounded fighter with a great judo game, very good with his takedowns, but also has a lot of power. And he's a guy who enters that pocket with a fearlessness, Joe, that has endeared him to UFC fans around the world.
Dong Hyun Kim is an extremely talented judo player and a well-rounded mixed martial artist. Very effective takedowns, a solid submission game, and he has some power in that straight left of his.
Well, if you choose to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and stand and trade with this young man, you're playing with fire. Frightening knockout power. Go look at the highlight reel. As good a reel as anybody in the sport, you can be sure he'll be looking to find a home for those heavy hands early and often. You do not want to get in a slugfest with this young contender, I can assure you of that.
This guy has world-class choking techniques in all varieties, be it guillotine, choke, rear naked, darce, anaconda. If this guy gets a hold of your neck, you've got problems.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Kim is 3 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. Same numbers on reach. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea, Dong Young Stun Gun Kim. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 19 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Vila Velha, Espírito Santo, Brazil, Eric Silva! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, we are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, Dong Hyun Kim is ready to go for round 1. So are we, and you wonder just how high this South Korean could have taken things had he been healthy for the bulk of his prime. But when he has been able to make the walk, he's been largely dominant, entrenched in the top 10, now north of 35. We'll see how Dong Hyun Kim approaches this one tonight.
Great takedown defense right there. Very nicely done.
All right, first round is underway, and I don't have to tell the avid fans, you got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches. He does not discriminate, power from both sides, and a big part of his game plan obviously coming in here tonight.
Double underhooks.
Oh, how about the slam, Joe?
Back to side control. He's going to step over, full mount now. And he gets reversed. Good shot to the body. He's putting his hands down on the thighs. He's looking to pass.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 1. Well, missed on that one. And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown.
Oh, he got cracked.
Beautiful punch, bro. Beautiful punch.
Ele tá te dominando, não deixa ele dominar.
He's moved to full guard. Showing some good defense here on the ground by controlling that arm.
All right, relax for me, bud.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Silva.
Big punch from the bottom.
Get to the half guard.
He's posturing up here.
Sai fora, ele tá te dominando, vai.
90 seconds to go in our opening round.
Okay, let's go, guys. Work.
Splits the guard and connects with the punch.
Push him off.
Vicious elbow lands to the head. In half guard position.
Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
Nice hammer fist.
Come on, bro. Keep those hands up for me.
Big body punch.
Let's go. Get him off.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
Looking for a guillotine.
Sai daí.
He's got this choke sunk in. He's got it locked up. Could be it.
Sai daí,
He
anda,
might be
sai
forced to
daí.
tap. Oh my
Will
God!
do it.
The round was about to end. Sunk in the submission and got the victory.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight.
And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division. Bruce Buffer has the
Ladies and
official
gentlemen,
decision.
referee Yves Leving's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Dong Young Stun Gun Kim.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight tilt between Joseph Benavidez and Wilson Hayes. So here, Joe, is a flyweight, really, for my money, that can do it all. Wilson Hayes, he has won major titles outside the UFC. Not a lot of glaring weaknesses when you break down the film. This is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, moved to the United States after receiving his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt to teach the gentle art, and has vaulted into title contention here late in his UFC career.
This guy has world-class throws. Look for his opponent to try to keep as far away from this man's clinch as possible, because if he gets a hold of you, the results are devastating.
As conditioned and well-rounded as any non-champion on the roster, maybe a guy here in Joseph Benavidez, who is the best fighter to never realize a UFC title. The UFC flyweight contender Joseph Benavidez still trying to track down UFC Golden Glory as he graces the octagon once again tonight.
Benavidez is extremely athletic, great wrestling base, and very explosive. He's been working with world-class training partners at Team Alpha Male with Uriah Faber, and he's come out of there as a very complete mixed martial artist.
Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Both fighters are 33, and they have the same height and reach. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 23 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Wilson Hayes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Joseph Benavidez. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance.
All right, here we go.
Opens up with a front kick.
Let's get it.
Oh, he missed that kick.
Opens with the left hand and lands flush.
Good shot. Work your ones and twos.
Going to the body there with the right kick.
Both guys have proved to be dangerous in the opening seconds of this fight.
Hayes gets hit by that kick to the midsection, Joe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blocks the shot to the
He
body.
lands an excellent combination.
Nice shot.
Well, I know he's confident in his chin, Joe, but he left his head wide open for that returning hook there. He would be wise to start moving his feet, get on the tips of his toes, and figure out a way to get that head off the center line and out of harm's way. Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter.
Move off to the side.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Move, move, move. Get yourself to the side. Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Both hooks in.
Push him off.
He's got a hold of his neck here. Now he's got it. He opens it up, pulls him onto his back, goes palm to palm here.
That junk.
Now it's deeper.
And this might just be a matter of time.
Outstanding.
And there it is.
Outstanding.
Maravilha, boa finalização.
Use great technique to get the choke and get the win.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he's been working on his submission game. That was really a choke that was set up perfectly. He got it sunk in deep, and his opponent was going to go to sleep if he didn't tap out, so he took the lesser of 2 evils, and he's forced to tap.
And here's the end. And here we can see it again. Cuts off the blood supply, and you could see the fighter go limp. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Wilson Hayes.
Well, what a submission win for this oncoming force here tonight. I think he's going to be a problem for a lot of fighters in this division. Tonight, though, is all about the celebration after getting the finish that he so sought coming in here tonight. You see how happy his coaches are, his training partners. This is going to be a fun night for this team and one that they have richly deserved. All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight tilt between Alexander Gustafsson and Corey Overtime Anderson. Well, they used to call him Beastin 25-8. Now he is Corey Overtime Anderson. Either way, it's fitting. Nobody's going to beat this guy, at least in terms of the gym. As far as his work ethic goes, this guy draws high praise from everybody who has coached or trained alongside him. Two-time collegiate All-American, once in Division III, once as a JUCO representative. And tonight, Corey Anderson figures to try to get this fight to the canvas at all costs.
This guy is an excellent grappler. What he wants to do here is get a hold of his opponent and bring the fight to his world. Either press him up against the cage, rough him up with dirty boxing, or drag him to the ground, control him, and possibly submit him.
Well, Daniel Cormier, the UFC light heavyweight champion, says he's never been in a fight as difficult than the one he was in with Alexander Gustafsson at UFC 192. And here is Stockholm, Sweden's best, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson, making the walk once again tonight as he continues his quest for UFC glory.
Alexander Gustafsson is an ever-improving mixed martial arts fighter with incredible promise. He has a long reach, outstanding footwork, great striking and jiu-jitsu, and a love for the game.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Anderson is 28. Gustafsson is 31. He is 2 inches taller. The reach is identical. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Corey Anderson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
All right, I gave instructions to you guys in the locker room. I want you guys to follow my orders at all times, defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because it's about to go down right now.
Are you ready?
Well, it is a venue that has hosted some of the biggest fights in combat sports history, and we are back for more, ready to go with live action underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. All right, ready to go for round one. And if you're going to beat Corey Anderson, more often than not, it's not going to be a first-round knockout. This is a guy that you're going to have to extend into the deeper rounds and hope you can get the better of him there. Easier said than done against the cardio machine, Corey Overtime Anderson.
Oh, he connected with that right hand. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Trying to pass here.
Work knee on belly, go to full mount. Work it, let's go. Hand fight, get that wrist control. Throw your knee.
They clinch up.
Hook in the clinch there by Gustafsson. Double underhooks now, Joe. Oh, takedown there by Anderson.
Defense, hands up.
Effective punch there by Alexander Gustafsson.
He postures into place.
Kick him off.
Well, he got his head snapped back by that straight hand there, and he's shown a vulnerability tonight by leaning right into that punch as he tries to set up his own offense. May want to focus on some defense here moving forward.
Nice.
They continue to exchange. Anderson gets caught with that punch. Leg kick checked nicely by Gustafsson.
Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
You gotta scramble. You gotta move. Get yourself to the side. Scramble.
That one hurt.
Good side.
That's a clean left hand.
Okay, use your defense.
Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Anderson.
Tags him.
There it is.
Takedown defense holds up.
Stay with the game plan.
Oh, veteran stuff there. He pummels under. Now he's got the underhook.
Don't work. Stay tight with that clinch, and let's move those knees.
Good takedown defense. Very nicely done.
Work for your underhooks.
And again, he lands another takedown there. So really scoring points here, and the takedowns are starting to pile up. Taking this fight exactly where he thought he could and exactly where he wants it to be.
He's established mounted crucifix.
We gotta scramble here.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Alexander Gustafsson.
10 seconds left in the round.
Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
And that's what started everything off, that beautiful jab. And here's another punch that sneaks through. And here's another perfectly placed punch. Big round.
We did pretty good that round, but I need you to keep space now, okay? Do not be content to fight when he's grabbing you. I need you to avoid...
Brittany Palmer is in the building.
Here we go, second round. You ready? You ready? Let's
Round
go.
two
Come on.
here.
Good head movement, lots of movement.
Damaging strike there.
Stay sharp.
It appears a cut has opened up on his cheek.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight.
Going down to the basement.
Oh, straight punch.
Another one. I gotta see some more.
Oh, spinning back fist. He solved it right there. Very nice.
Keep the pressure on.
Shot a right hand through right there.
Oh!
He's hanging on here, but he is in big trouble. Wow!
Man!
Outstanding!
Unbelievable!
Watch yourself. Get out. Yeah, buddy. Way to get that KO.
What power that guy has in his hands.
Yeah, Joe, just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight.
Check it out again. Ba-boom!
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Well, what else can you say about Alexander Gustafsson? That is one tough Swedish customer right there. A big victory here tonight. And when he is on point, as he was here in this building tonight, he looks to me like the best light heavyweight in the world. So perhaps